telling me I've got to beware. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. And what's going down is I'm about to do another video and show you some of the lead parts. All right, so there's all kinds of awesome lead on an electric guitar with tremolo and some cool overdrive. When you're making an arrangement on an acoustic guitar, obviously you're not going to do all of it. So there were some signature notes that I left out. Like in the middle of some of the verses, the guitar player is really bending. It would be down here if I wanted to play it down there. All these notes, and they're really cool sounding, but I just couldn't keep the harmonic and the chord going in that. So I picked my favorites. And I think the one that I consider to be most iconic would be this one. And to accomplish that, I'm not doing the harmonics with that one. I couldn't find a great way to do that and this part. So I did keep the bass notes though. So I'm picking the low E. I'm using my first finger to hammer onto the 2nd fret on the B string, and then I'm using my pinky on the 4th fret of the high string. I like keeping these fingers ready to go, but I guess you could use the 3rd finger too. It's just more comfortable for me to use the pinky, the way that I situate my hand on the neck. So I go like this. All right, on my recording of this song, I flubbed this next part, but I'm going to show you what I should have done if I'd taken some more time to plan it out before I recorded it. All right, and it would be, all right, so hammer on, then hit the high string, hammer on again, hit the high string, and then you're hitting that 1st fret without hammered. So low E. Now, if I had been smarter when I recorded, I would have left these 2 fingers where they are. My 2nd finger is on the B string. My 3rd finger on my right hand, I'm talking about, is on the high E. I would have left my 1st finger here, and the only thing I would have moved was to move the pick to hit the A string. And then I think we've hit all of the most important notes there. We could try to add some more notes and play the whole A chord, but I don't think we need it. It's kind of like what we were talking before with the arrangement. I think you pick the notes we need, and I think these 3 are what we need. So that's going to end up sounding like this. I think we've got everything we need. Sounds clean too, and my recording didn't. All right, so that's what I would do on that part. Now, in between those 2 different performances of that section, we've got some high bends, some bluesy bends. All right, and there are a lot of minor pentatonic notes that they're playing in the lead and some major pentatonic, which is interesting because usually people choose one or the other, right? But they both sound awesome. Now, I think after the first one, he's hitting this and then bending that note, but that's really hard to do while you've got first on acoustic guitar strings are heavier, and also you want these notes to keep ringing, so I just slid it. I went. So that's 3rd fret on the high string, 5th fret on the high string, 7th fret on the high string. And then on the next one, I would go up to what I call the B.B. King box. And I just bend that a little bit. Okay, so I hit my 2nd finger on the 6th fret of the G string, 1st finger on the 5th fret of the B string, 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the B string, and I bend it up. Then I go back to that E again. That's what I did. So. That's that part. Now, then the next thing, arrangement-wise, is not really lead that I did. On the next verse, the Field Day for the Heat verse, I hit that first harmonic, and then I decided that the coolest part of the arrangement, in addition to the lead vocal, was actually the harmony singing. And you can hear them doing oohs. Like, what if field day for the ooh? So I did that on the guitar. And I found that it was pretty easy to do because it was just I hit the harmonic, and then it's 3 notes in the major chord. So these 3. 7th fret, D string, 6th fret, G string, 5th fret, B string, and then you can just let the A ring because that's the chord you're on anyway. What a field day for the heat. And then just move it down 2 frets. Keep letting that A ring, and then get to the E major chord. So, sounds awesome, I think. And that's probably, well, I didn't make it up. I'm just copying their harmony. All right, so it goes like this. What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street. Oops, I went to the harmonic. I'll start that over. What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and carrying signs. So we're just hitting the E, A, move it down 2 frets, and then the E again. Okay, then the next lead part involves some awesome bending, and that one he's bending in what I call the Albert King box, which in a typical blues you see Stevie Ray Vaughan there all the time. All right, you can do it. You can bend easier if you move it a string lower, right? Because you're further away from either end where the string is the tightest. All right, so we're going to come up here, put your 2nd finger on the 9th fret on the G string, 1st finger on the 8th fret of the B string, 3rd finger on the 10th fret of the B string. All right, here's your root note. There's the E. Now, I don't even bend it though, because I decided I could probably do the harmonics here. So I hit the harmonic, and then I slid it up. I went like this. Ended up killing the harmonic there anyway, sorry. But anyway, so I've got my 1st finger on the 8th fret, 3rd finger on the 10th fret, and then I slide it up trying to keep the open things ringing. So. And then I hit the A harmonic. So really I'm just messing around on those 3 notes. All right, and then at the end of that though, I think these notes are pretty iconic. So that is the 1st finger on the 7th fret, 3rd string, 3rd finger on the 9th, back down to the 7th, and then down to the 6th. Now you could go here, but the next choice I made, well, I tried to do it and I messed it up on my recording, is to just play that open on the B string. Because in the next verse, the thing that I thought was neatest was the harmony singing. And there's some really neat dissonance going on in between. Paranoia strikes deep on those notes. The para is the lead note, but you hear the harmony going para. Hear that dissonance. Paranoia strikes deep into your life, it will creep. So I wanted to put that harmony singing part with the chords, so I just barred these 3 notes from the low E chord. So I put my 1st finger over the 2nd fret on the A and D strings, and then I used my pinky to hit the harmony singing part. Paranoia strikes deep into your life, it will creep. All right. Starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line. Now this one I really wanted to focus on. I just think the neatest harmony singing in this song is on this next part. Step out of line, the man comes and takes you away. That against the hey is really dissonant, and it sounds neat. So I just let go of everything else and really accentuated on that because I wanted it to come through. Step out of line, the man comes and takes you away. Step out of line, the man comes and takes you away. right, so I like that. And then I just went back into the chorus. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going, you gotta stop. So here they're taking a chunk out of the chorus and repeating it. You're just going right from the dissonant part back into the E. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going, you gotta stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going, you gotta stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. And I just did the intro and slow it down. And I end on the final A. E, sorry, harmonic. And that's how I play For What It's Worth. For what it's worth. I hope that it helped you. And again, I've got like 275 videos on my channel, little arrangements like this. So if you'd like any other tutorials, let me know. I did 3 on one headlight by the Wallflowers because a lot of people ask for tutorials of that one. But I'm always happy to make others. Thanks for listening. Adios.